Hey y'all, what's up? Thank y'all for joining. I knew y'all missed me yesterday. I was like, oh Lord, they're gonna be cussing me out. Cause I was out of town yesterday, guys. My mods already knew I had to go out of town because y'all know this is the week of spring break for the kids. So my husband and I took my son out of town so that he could have a good time for the last day of spring break because they go back to school tomorrow. So we were out of town and we got up early yesterday morning and we were gone all damn day and get back to late last night. So of course there was no live, but I'm here. I did extend my show slightly this morning so y'all can spend a little more time with me. Okay. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. Happy Sunday to everyone. Hey, Simple Mom Family TV. Let's go ahead and speak to everybody in the live. So my apologies for anyone that felt disappointed that I did not go live yesterday, but hey, family time comes first. Y'all know I'm gonna make time for you guys as well, but family time definitely comes first. My son would have been hella disappointed if I did a damn video and did not take him somewhere yesterday. He would have been like, "Mom, fuck that video." Well, he would have said, "Fuck that video." But y'all know how kids be like, forget all that, mama. I don't care about no video. I want to go. So shout out to my son, child. But let's get into the show. Good morning, happy Sunday. My top flights are here. Good morning, Truth. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning. All my top flights here. Grandma 504, Allison Wan is in the building. Good morning. Diana Black is here. Minky Finky. Hi. Good morning. Shirley Terry is here. Simple Mom Family TV. This is a content creator. Y'all check her out and all the content creators that we name here in this video. April RN Virgo. We got an RN in the house. If you guys start feeling sick, let April know when she get over there and help you out. All right. MSH Fox. I hope I said your name right. Good morning. Hey, Cassandra. Good morning. Said family first. Yeah, family is definitely first. Y'all know I'm a family person. Grandma 504 Wild and Out. Good morning, ma'am. Anita Du Bois. Good morning. Say hi, Real. I lost my daughter. Oh, we gotta pause. Let's say some prayers up. Let's say some prayers up for Miss Anita Du Bois. She says, "Hey, Rail, I lost my daughter on Monday. Please pray for me." Let's have a moment of silence for Miss Anita right now, because y'all know how we feel, honey, about family. Same way we do with birthdays. When we give people shout out for birthdays, we definitely do pause for the cause when someone's having a moment of condolences and grieving. So let's say a moment. Let's have a moment of silence and say some prayers up for Miss Anita Du Bois. Oh my, okay. That's sad. That's a hard thing when you lose a child. Your children are supposed to bury you. You're not supposed to bury your children. So we're gonna send some prayers up for you. We'll send some prayers for strength, and prayers that you can get some rest, and prayers for you and condolences for your family, everybody involved. I hate to hear that. My God, okay. Wow, you can never be prepared for a situation like that. So prayers for you, love. We're sending some arms to wrap around you in this moment of grief so that you can get through this day, through life, period. Because it gets easier eventually. But yeah, let's send some prayers up for her. Let's send some prayers up, okay? Wow, I hate to hear that. All right. Simple Mom Family TV says that Rail, we all need a break. And hope you. I did. I actually had a good time. I was so damn tired, y'all. I slept in slightly this morning. I needed that. But we had a whole ball. We had a ball. So we were gone all damn day. And baby, by the time my son got in the car last night on the way back, as soon as we got on the highway on the interstate, he was knocked out. That's just how tired and how much fun he had. And how much tired he was and how much fun he had. So it was time well spent. Yes, so continue. Yes, please continue to send up the condolences for Miss Du Bois. I really hate to see that. I really do. Let me pin that. Yeah, I'm definitely. Hold up. I'm gonna write your name down because when I get off today, I'm gonna just sporadically while I'm out and about, just in my day, I'm gonna say a prayer for you, Miss Du Bois. Okay. Got my little notepad right here. I'm gonna send some prayers up for you and your family and everybody involved. Okay. So if you feel like a cool breeze come over you, that's Caramel doing her good praying for, because I can pray good. All right. I'm a good. If you ever need somebody to pray for you, I have a child. Listen, I've been hanging around my grandma so long, that stuff done rubbed off on me, contrary to my smart mouth and me going off on people. I'm a really good prayer. I can really pray like real good. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's move on though, honey. Let's move on. Oh Lord, that made me feel a little sad a little bit. All right, but hello, ABJ. Thanks for being here. Please continue to send up the condolences. All right. So your son comes first. I'm glad y'all had a good time. Yeah, my baby always gonna come first, though. He's a good kid. So anything he asks me for, he gonna get it. Now he don't go to my husband first because he know my husband gonna do the 20 questions, but he comes straight to me because I'd be like, yeah, okay, well, you can do it. I'm a softie when it comes to him, but my husband be like, okay, so why this? Why that? He be like, screw all that. Let me go to mama because I know mama gonna be like, yeah. So yeah, we yes, honey. Y'all send them prayers up. Send them prayers up. Thank y'all for sending up the prayers. I'm forgetting to say hey to everybody. I'm skipping through. Miss Allison Wan, thanks so much for the thanks so much for being here. Kim Jones, thanks for being here. Sexy Brown Bone, good morning. Thanks for being here. All right, Playtime, thanks for being here. Gwen Brown, I see you. Thanks for being here, love. Good morning. Good morning. Shirley Terry, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, y'all send up them condolences. I hate stuff like that. Oh my God. Diana Black, good morning. Allison, again, good morning. Good morning. I'm just skimming through. Velma Sadler, good morning, love. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Y'all know how we do it over here, honey. Yeah, we'll break out praying, singing, and all that over here. Don Price, good morning, love. All right, y'all keep sending up those prayers. We're gonna get into the show, though. I hope you can find a nice laugh and a gag in the show, Miss Du Bois. We have a lot of great topics, okay? Of course, everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. So let's get into the first topic. Let's go. Again, happy Sunday to everyone. Okay. I want to put this on too. I like that on the screen. Okay. All right, so Chrisean Rock reveals that she has some type of streaming deal, according to All About the Tea. And she also claims that her son Junior is getting some type of therapy despite prior denials of his disability. Now, we all know Chrisean do be lying a whole lot, and she's a very good liar. And it's now become pathological, meaning she lie all the damn time. So I don't believe she's getting him any therapy. I think that her focus right now is her upcoming fight that she has coming up, her boxing match. I don't think she has him in any therapy because she's already vocalized, and we'll play it here in a second, that she doesn't believe anything is even wrong with him, that he's going to walk and talk and do all of these things in his own time. She even went as far as saying, don't believe what the doctors tell you. Don't believe anything that any medical personnel have to say. You seek God. Again, there's nothing wrong with talking to God. There's nothing wrong with praying, but God put doctors and physicians here on earth for purposes of maybe what her son is going through or any other purpose if you're sick or have any other ailment or whatever. But let's go ahead and get into what she had to say. Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah, and I start streaming after the 12th. Oh, after this weekend. I'm going to start taking you to practices, games, everywhere with me. Oh, yeah, even to my spot. Yep. You're about to see more of me and baby Jesus. And his progress through therapy, too. Oh, yeah. So basically, the reason why I haven't been dropping episodes on my YouTube is because this network picked up my show. They giving a little fat deposit.
Y'all heard her kind of mumble his therapy too. So let's go ahead and get into what she said prior in an interview, that she didn't even think he needed no therapy or anything, that he's just going to start walking, break out walking and everything. Cause you know, the baby's got club feet and a whole lot of other things going on. He's nonverbal. So he definitely does need to be in some type of therapy classes, whatever, right now, to kind of catch some of this and kind of get him on track by the time he goes to kindergarten, right? He should be doing some of these things, meeting some milestones, but she doesn't think anything is wrong with him. So again, she can't carry him around for the rest of his life. He's 2 now. He's going to be 3 this September, which he's getting bigger. He's going to be a very tall kid. So for you carrying him around like he's like a little infant, that shit going to wear off real quick because he's going to start getting taller. It's going to become a lot more uncomfortable carrying him like that. So you want him to be in therapy so he can start being a little more independent. Even if they put him in like a little baby wheelchair, Accept that, whatever it takes for him to strengthen his legs and to get him where he needs to be. Okay, he can't walk if you're carrying him all the time. He has to be able to strengthen his legs. That's why they created walkers for babies, so that they can start learning how to push off and how to start moving their legs and get into the whole rhythm of walking. He doesn't have any of that because she carries him everywhere, right? So let's get into what she said.
The mess is that Blueface doesn't seem active in the child's life because of his disability. Hold on. So I said my son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth. If I said it, he had a disability, then he... But it's like, don't tell me. I ain't say none of that. Watch your mouth. It's like saying if someone, a doctor, anybody speak against a mess is that Blueface doesn't seem active in the child's life because of his disability. Hold on. So I said my son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth. If I said it, he had a disability, then he... But it's like, don't tell me. I ain't say none of that.
I cannot stand interviewers that gaslight bullshit, because that's exactly what this is. I think everyone in America has seen this child and the fact that he is nonverbal, he's not walking, he's not doing all the things that a normal 2-year-old would do. We also saw her smoking, drinking, and everything else, partying, fighting in the club while she carried him. So it's not a coincidence that these things are happening to him, that we're seeing these things. So the interview, I don't think maybe he don't want her to jump up and probably pop his ass, because she is known for fighting, especially when you try to correct her about her child. But I don't think that he's holding her accountable. I think that she likes to interview with people who are going to be like yes men, so to speak, and agree with her, even though she knows that she's full of shit. But don't say in this interview you don't think anything is wrong with your baby, you don't think he needs therapy, he doesn't have a disability, but then in a new video is, oh, he's in therapy. I'm going to show you guys the update on his therapy. Why would you take him to therapy if you don't think anything's wrong with him, right? It just seems a little contrary and contradicting, so to speak, with her. But let's move along. You guys can sound off on that. I don't believe anything she says. I would love to see him at therapy on video. Like, show us the video of that shit. That would make me feel nice. That would make me feel good to see him at therapy where they're actually working with him, where there's video of him actually, you know, them walking with him and like doing what they do in therapy with children who are dealing with the things that he's dealing with. I don't believe anything she says, though. I need to see visuals when it comes to Chrisean shit. Let's get into someone else who needs to be somewhere in therapy. I don't know, maybe a padded room, maybe shock therapy. Toni needs to be somewhere locked away because she is fucking psycho. I don't think she's on her medication. She needs to be on some. We've heard her literally crashing out in video after video. She's also threatened her daughter. She lied to the feds when they came to her house because of a threat that she made and downplayed it. It is on record. They are monitoring her. So here she is now. Toni just dropped a new documentary. Who's going to watch it? Not me. Opening up about her teenage years. You don't have anything going on as an adult that you need to talk about, or have you done anything since your teenage years that you can kind of talk about and brag about? I'm not sure why you were reverting back to that. Like, how old are you, Tokyo? But let's get into it.
I didn't get a life like everybody else.
I didn't live my full teenage years. I was a mom.
At 17, 18, 19, 20. No, I know it was the kitty shit was up.
So I got married. You're a teen mom now. And a wife at 19.
You laid down with this man.
He abandoned you.
You created a baby.
And I say to myself,
he didn't rape you.
Although highly manipulated.
You did it voluntarily.
Manipulated. And so not memorable.
Although a little girl.
He knew I was young.
I didn't get a life like everybody else.
I didn't live my full teenage years. I was a mom.
That's pretty much what the documentary is. The direction is going to be going into, her telling her life in terms of how she became pregnant as a young teen at 19. She had Black China very young. She danced in strip clubs. in order to maybe make money and survive. I'm not sure. But according to her, she also talks about being R-worded as a young girl. That I do sympathize with, because that does carry its own level of trauma. But I do feel like, Tokyo Toni, a lot of this shit you bring onto yourself because you do not hold yourself accountable for things you say and or do. You can't threaten people. If you feel a way about Blac Chyna, if she's open to it, I hear she's out of the country now. I hear Blac Chyna has gone out of the country. I read early this morning. But bottom line is, I feel like it's beyond being fixed. I feel like she does love her daughter, but I think her jealousy for Blac Chyna, which is her daughter, reigns more supreme than her love for her. And it's sad. It's a sad situation. We wouldn't even know who you were if we didn't know who Blac Chyna was. Blac Chyna is the star, not you. You've been able to piggyback off of her stardom, and people know who you are, and you've been able to make a nice little coin here and there from Blac Chyna's name. Okay, the Kardashians don't fool with you, and now your daughter don't. She's already said, hey, I'm over this shit. Like, sometimes you got to let people go and disconnect from them. She said it in a live. I played it right here. And that's just how it is, and that's just how it is. It's sad that you'd have to cut your own birth mother off, a person who carried you for 9 months, who you bonded with, who you felt kicking and moving in your stomach. I can't imagine cutting my own child off. But when they become toxic, like this person on my screen, you don't have a choice. Do you want to argue with this person to be called a bitch 250,000 times a day, or do you cut this person off and have peace in your home and in your life and around your children? So Tokyo, I feel bad that you went through what you went through as a teen, but you're an adult now. It's time to move to the next phase of your life and be held accountable for the bullshit that you continue to find yourself in. Okay, and that's all I have on it. That's a little harsh, but it's right. It's tight, but it's right. Let's move on. Let's get into this Drew Sidora news with Ralph. I'm sick of them. Ralph is a bitch ass nigga. Let me go ahead and set it on my screen, honey. Right here on my show. I gotta keep it 1,000. Y'all know how I keep it so raw over here, honey. I don't be caring about feelings. We don't babysit feelings over here. Ralph Pittman. Let's call your entire name what your mama named you. Drew, you're not any better. But let me get on Ralph first. Ralph, you, sir, are a bitch ass nigga. Let me say this. Now, it would be different if Drew was on drugs, if Drew ran the streets, if Drew abandoned her kids. I don't think any of those things happened. She just didn't take them to school like she was supposed to, maybe because her schedule became too busy for her. I'm not sure why she didn't take them to school. I don't think that warrants her not being able to be in the same vicinity of her children, who I'm sure she loves. We're going to look at her statement here in a minute, because she has made a statement since this whole mess dropped. It was this all over social media. I haven't had a chance to talk about it. I know you guys have heard it on other platforms, but you guys have not heard me yet talk about my commentary on how I feel about this. It's a bitch ass move, Ralph. I feel like you were looking for an opportunity to be able to sock it to Drew because she decided to divorce you publicly. You guys are public figures. I feel like it embarrassed you. You tried to get money out of her. The judge said no. So what better way to get money from your ex-wife than to take the 3 children that you guys shared together and then ask for child support? Martell tried it. They're best friends. Martell and Ralph are best friends. So do I feel like they've had some conversations and they kind of prepped each other on what to do in both situations? I do. But Drew, you always got to be one step ahead of a bitch ass nigga like this. When you got to be on top of your shit, even though you are busy. If you can afford it, get you a nanny, get you an assistant, somebody who can kind of keep things on track. Again, if it's too much for you to physically take your kids to school, pull them from school and put them in homeschool and have someone there to assist them and make sure they're staying on their curriculum. Don't give an open door to someone like Ralph Pittman, who is living in the basement, who probably has hidden cameras throughout the house watching you 24/7, waiting for you to fuck up so that he can go back to the courts, file a motion against you, and fuck your life up. Because that's what he's done. You got to be out of the house May 31st. Okay? Right? Let's share so y'all can see with me. This just irritates me. The children need both parents. Now, normally I don't agree that children need both parents. If like I just said, in the case of a mother being on drugs, a mother being abusive, father being abusive, in a state too. I'm just naming out things where father maybe be sexually abusing a child, where he's on drugs, where he's having certain behaviors that children should not see and or be around. If he's not providing. Just different reasons. I always thought it was a horrible idea for the judge to even tell Ralph to stay in the fucking basement of the house and Drew stay upstairs. I just thought that was horrible. I said, and anybody that's watched my videos where I said, Drew, maybe move out, get your kids move out, and you guys just kind of switch off with the kids so you can have your own personal life. You can't do that in the same house with him. I don't care how big that house is. It's not big enough when I know you're downstairs. He's bringing women in the house, having dates, being intimate with women. I'm pretty sure you can hear things upstairs. It has to be uncomfortable with both of you guys saying, oh, I'm not moving out. Like, how healthy is that? The children are watching this toxic behavior between two parents who just don't want to let go and always want to prove how right they are. Drew, you give pig-headed vibes, and Ralph, you give narcissistic bullshit bitch ass vibes. You know, you are very calculating, Ralph. You are. You have a daughter. She needs her mother. Granted, she will get to visit her mother, but children, this is all they know, is being raised in a home with their mother and their father. So the two of you guys cannot put your differences aside to parent these children without including them in the toxic bullshit of the two of you trying to prove who's more right than the other. Right? Some of y'all won't agree. It's okay. That's the beauty of being over here. You guys don't always have to agree with me and my commentary because we have two different minds. But it's still my show. But let's get into this. Drew Sidora is ordered to vacate Georgia home she shares with Ralph Pittman after ongoing divorce. Ralph given primary custody of the children during school year. Okay. All right. So Drew is in the middle of filming Real Housewives of Atlanta. The show just came back last Sunday. Let's get into what they're saying here according to the Shade Room so we can get more clarity of what's going on. It looks like things are getting more messier in the divorce between Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora and her estranged husband, Ralph Pittman. According to reports from TMZ, a judge has ordered Drew Sidora to vacate the Georgia home she shares with Ralph Pittman by May 31st. That's next month. Court documents state that due to the current financial circumstances of the parties, the two will continue splitting household expenses until Drew officially moves out, which you should have done when you filed for divorce. Once you make up your mind that you want to get a divorce from somebody, if it's that serious, the way you just decide you want to cut all ties, you don't want to be married to this person no more, I don't want to stay in the same house as you, right? I'm getting the fuck out and find my own place, do my own thing, and no, you cannot come over here when you feel like it. So it says, if you recall, Drew and Ralph filed dueling divorce petitions back in March of 2023. That's how long this has been going on. We're in 2026. Why is this going on so long? And things quickly turned tense. Drew previously claims that she needed out of the marriage due to continued blatant disrespect and mental abuse. And she's also accused Ralph of cheating. We already know about him going to Florida with some woman, allegedly. Now, when it comes to their children, the two will share joint legal custody. However, Ralph, who currently lives in the home's basement, has been awarded primary custody, physical custody, during the school year. He also is allowed to go upstairs to help get the kids ready for school. I disagree. All of your kids are able to dress themselves, okay? You just tell them, hey, guys, I'm going to get dressed. Let's get ready to go. They're not small kids under the age of 2 and 3. They are fully capable of dressing themselves. So I would not want him coming upstairs under no capacity. If I'm upstairs and it's understood that upstairs is my area, downstairs is yours, when it's time for the kids to be with you, then that's when you need to moderate or, say, hey, guys, let's do this or do that. You should never be coming upstairs to regulate shit. Right. This is my area, my space. So the custody decision reportedly came after concerns about the kids having excess school absences while in Drew's care, as she previously had primary custody. Despite the latest ruling, the divorce isn't finalized as of yet. A representative for Drew told TMZ that the case is still actively being litigated and noted that the judge's second temporary order is just that, temporary, and doesn't reflect the final outcome of the case. I don't agree with this decision, but I'm not the judge. So Drew, whatever it is that you're not doing, you got to blame yourself for allowing that open door for a person like Ralph, who's been looking for that anyway, to kind of put you in a situation to where now you've been publicly embarrassed, because this has been all over the internet, from TMZ to every other public publication. Several bloggers have picked it up and talked about it, including myself. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You're on the show this season. I'm pretty sure you're not going to show that as your storyline. But bottom line is, it's embarrassing. You just gave K Michelle another one up. She's probably going to drag the fuck out of you for that too. But let's get into somebody who was definitely so much in agreement with Ralph and his decision to do what he did to Drew. All right. Y'all see that on my screen? All right, let's move that. Look who's in the comments after they made the announcement from what we just read from the publication I just pulled up. Look who's in the comments liked that Ralph Pittman was able to snatch those kids from Drew. Look who's in the comments when my mouse is moving. None other than Martell bitch ass nigga Holt. He tried to do the same thing to Melody, right? Oh, so if you ain't gonna stay with me, I'm gonna punish you by taking the kids. I'm gonna punish you by doing this. I'm gonna punish you by doing that. Y'all know they were fighting like cats and dogs at the end of their damn divorce and throughout. You know. But of course, you guys do know that Martell Holt and Ralph Pittman, they do golf together, they hang together, I'm pretty sure have conversations probably every day. I believe they're the same person, just two different faces, if you ask me. They both have the same mindset. It's so crazy. Like they're you know, they have this this fixation with exposing their wives, which I think is the craziest shit ever. How do you be in love with a person so much and then you turn around to try to destroy them in that way? It's like, if I can't have you, and that's a dangerous person to be with. That's a dangerous person to be around. If I can't have you, I'll destroy you. You have men out there, women out there like that too. But men out there will, with that mentality of, if I can't have you, if you decide that you don't want to stay with me anymore, even though I'm mentally, psychologically, probably physically abusing you, if you ever decide that you don't want to be with me anymore and you want to move on and or file for divorce, I'm going to fuck up your life and make your life a fucking nightmare. And this is exactly what Ralph's been doing. Here's the reason he didn't want to move out of the house, because what better way to find out some dirt on your significant other than to stay in the fucking basement? I think that when Drew leaves for whatever period of time, I think he comes upstairs because he does have access to the main house. So I feel that he comes upstairs and he may have planted. Because how do you know these things, right? How do you know certain details about Drew, where she is, when she, like, how do you know? I feel like he may have planted, and this is just my mind. I've seen a lot of crime shows. I feel that he may have planted cameras, hidden cameras within that house to have direct surveillance on her 24/7, unbeknownst to her. I feel like that. What do y'all think? This is Martell liking the comment of Ralph snatching the kids from Drew, bitch ass nigga. But let's move on. Drew, you chose him, honey. You chose him, baby. Let's move along and get into what Drew had to say, because she did make a statement. Let's see if we believe her, because y'all know Drew be lying too. Shout out to the 168 watching me. All right, so Drusilla speaks out. I don't know why I want to call her Drusilla. Drusilla Sidora speaks out. She releases a statement after the news on her latest divorce proceedings. I feel like Ralph is holding up the divorce too. I don't think he really wants a divorce. I think he just wants to make her miserable. He's enjoying that. Okay. We saw that on the show where he was running back and forth to court and Drew crying in the car. He was like, yeah, bitch, get over it. That's a dangerous person to be with. All right. Ciao. All right, so Drew says via Twitter, okay, because Twitter now is x.com. Good morning. Really? Good morning, Drew says. Some details regarding my divorce have recently become public, although the process is not yet finalized. Now, during this time, Ralph and I are committed to co-parenting and doing what's best for our children. While certain things are beyond my control, my focus remains on showing up every day as the best mother I can be. Living in the public eye comes with challenges, but I'm choosing to move forward with grace, growth, and intention. My children are my priority, and I'm committed to leading with love, peace, and positivity. There is no ill intent towards anyone, just a continued focus on healing, evolving, and becoming the best version of myself. Okay. It sounds like something your PR person might have written for you. I don't really feel like you feel this way. If a judge told you got to move out of the house by May 31st and your children got to stay behind and you only get to see them by visitation only, I don't think it's going to be this cute. But we'll take it, Drew. I do feel like your PR person wrote this for you and not so much yourself. Moving on. Okay. All right. So Offset has upset a lot of people out here from not paying them, one of which would be his only surviving label mate, which would be Quavo. Okay. You guys also know Offset's dealing with a lot of financial issues as well, but Quavo has recently spoken out saying, hey, bitch, listen, when I was dealing with my financial issues, I had some debts, internal revenue debts and stuff like that. And when you had the money, you didn't help me out. You weren't there for me as a brother. You called me brother, but you weren't there. And I had to reach out to other rappers like Future, Drake, Young Thug, and other people, Lil Baby, to help me get over my debt. And they did step up and help me. But my brother, the person who said he had my back, ain't do shit for me. But now that you're down and out, you're asking me for a loan, and I'm gonna have to say, nigga, no. All right. So let's get into a shout out to Brady Media on this. As you guys can see, Quavo Huncho says, crazy how I called you my brother when I was deep in debt. You weren't even there. Now I see it clear. Some homies only stay when it's easy. That's a sad situation. Okay. You guys were in a group together. I don't think the Migos are officially together anymore. They kind of branched off to do solo stuff. Unfortunately, whenever Takeoff passed away, the Migos were not the same. People just did not see them the same. That third dynamic, that third wheel of the group, Takeoff not being there, which I feel was the better rapper of all three of them in the group, to be honest with you. People just wasn't feeling the Migos anymore. They tried to do another album. The shit just did not work. So now they're branching off and doing solo stuff. Nobody really gives a fuck, including me. Offset released an album. It went nowhere. So now he's out here just gambling from casino to casino, owing all of this debt. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a dangerous place to be in. You can't owe everybody. You can't run from everybody. And eventually somebody's gonna probably unalive him, unfortunately, because that's usually how it works out. When you owe a lot of debt to that big of magnitude, sometimes people will seek you out and say, hey, you ain't got my money. I just rather you not be here. That's just street shit, right? That's how the streets work. They don't give a fuck about no courts. They're not about to spend more money to go and sue you when they can just off you. And then I'm not saying I want somebody to do that, but unfortunately, that's how the streets work. So Quavo says, according to Brady Media, Quavo reportedly had a $3 million IRS debt. MRI, was it Yako USA, whatever that is, debt earlier this month or last month, said that he reached out to some of his colleagues in the industry, including Lil Baby, Future, Drake, and Young Thug, who were able to help him get through. So they helped pay off his $3 million debt for him, so he wouldn't have that stress of worrying about what was going on or him being worried about IRS, period, because y'all know that shit don't ever go away. IRS, that debt don't go away till you pay it. But he was saying, hey, during the time that you could have helped me as my brother, you didn't do shit for me. You didn't help me out. So it looks like they may have fallen out. It looks like Quavo and Offset may have fallen out. Now, he did offer up some praying hands when it was heard that Offset did get pow for the casino debt. Somebody was saying that he owed somebody some money, and the reason that the guy pow him was because of some money, some type of gambling debt. That's the rumor that's going around. But it appears that Quavo has made it publicly known that, hey, he's not cool with Offset right now. So maybe their friendship, their brotherhood has come to a halt now, being over money, maybe. Okay, probably some other underlying issues. But yeah, shout out to them. Let's get into this Tasha K news with Cardi B. Tasha K ass might be going to jail because, baby, I don't know how many ways and how many times Cardi got to tell you to leave her the fuck alone and anybody else directly attached to her. You do have a direct order by way of the courts to not report on Cardi anything about her since you defamed her, Tasha K. And when you report on Offset as related to Cardi, as well as Stephon Diggs, who is now her child's father, you are putting yourself directly in a position to be sanctioned, which is what Cardi B is asking the courts to do. Shout out to the girls of fighting. You guys, please sign off on all these topics that we're discussing. All right, let's get into it. Again, shout out to the girls of fighting. Cardi B seeks a sanction against Tasha K for violating a non-disclosure agreement for speaking about Offset and Stephon Diggs. Now, y'all know Cardi is really upset at Tasha for the lie that she put out saying that she had diseases and all these other things. Tasha could not prove that, hence the reason she was sued for almost $4 million. Now, she is on a payment plan where she pays Cardi, I think, $30,000 or so per month. Tasha has now had to resort to selling her home, and she's also had to downgrade vehicles and other things in order to keep up payments and to pay Cardi B. But Cardi is not satisfied because Tasha continues to subliminally and directly speak on Cardi B and those closest to her, which she's been asked not to do via the courts. So Cardi B seeks a sanction against Tasha K for violating a non-disclosure agreement for speaking about Offset and Stephon Diggs. Now, according to court documents obtained by TMZ, shout out to them, because we know y'all get it first, right? Cardi B is asking a judge to impose sanctions against Tasha K, accusing the blogger of violating a non-disclosure agreement and continuing a relentless course of conduct targeting her and her family. All right, so Cardi claims that Tasha K has repeatedly engaged in thinly veiled commentary and strategic provocation. Come on. Knowing her audience of over 1 million social media followers will immediately understand she is referring to Cardi B. All right. The filing alleges that whenever Cardi's legal team flags offending posts, Tasha K deletes them. So she is very much so in the know of what she's doing. You know you're not supposed to talk about this person, so you're trying to do it indirectly and use other names directly talking about her. And then when they flag it and let you know they're watching you and your ass is caught, then you go and delete it. So all they're doing is just stacking all of this up so that when they go back to court and she's asking for you to be sanctioned, why would you want to lose your following and be sitting in jail away from your children over something as simple as them telling you don't speak about her? There's so many things that you could talk about without talking about that person, right? If it's gotten to the point where it's said you cannot talk about this person under any circumstances. I mean, we are in the middle of a war. There are so many things going on with Offset, which you can't talk about him, but there's so many other topics that you can talk about. Shit, I talk about like 10, 20 topics when I go live in one video. So you mean to tell me I can find shit to talk about and you can't? You've been on YouTube long enough. You've been a content creator for a very long time, Tasha K. You built your platform from the ground up to having over millions of followers. Like it just doesn't make sense why you cannot swallow your pride and leave this girl the fuck alone. It's an expensive video every time you do it. And all you had to do it, you wouldn't even be here had you taken the other video down and she just asked you, just take it down. She's not trying to sue you, but your pride allowed you to not take the video down, which now ultimately you are facing $4 million. You've had to file for bankruptcy. Like Cardi's fucking your life up out here. And it's like you just cannot leave this girl alone until you wind up in jail. Let's continue. All right, so the filings alleges that whenever Cardi's legal team flags the offending post, Tasha K deletes them only to post similar content again shortly thereafter. So you're trolling. So creating what Cardi describes as a cat and mouse pattern. You're playing with the courts, you're playing with everyone else watching this situation, and it's going to wind up landing you somewhere you don't want to be. That kind of becomes harassing, stalking, like all of if she want to take it there, she can. Cyber stalking, cyber bullying. She can literally take it to that notch if she chooses to. Now, the motion also references Tasha K's ongoing financial obligation to Cardi, stating that she still owes approximately $4 million as part of her prior defamation case and bankruptcy-related settlement. Cardi also alleges that Tasha K has violated the agreement multiple times and has committed at least 25 separate breaches. 25. Now, what is a judge to do after you've already been to court and they've already heard this case and you're back in the court for another sanction and a motion for the same thing, which shows that you're not letting up and or complying with the direct order that was given to you in court the first time? So what is a judge to do in a situation like that? They're probably going to come down hard on you. Cardi got some good lawyers. I swear, every time she go to court, she wins. Every time Cardi goes to court, whoever takes her to court, like whoever she takes to court, Cardi always come out winning. I don't know who her lawyers are, but she got a good legal team. I would not fuck with her at all. Now, among the disputed content, Cardi's filing says that Tasha K has continued discussing Offset. Including posts referencing violent incident involving him, which you guys know he just recently got pow-powed a few days ago. Now, in addition, Cardi claims that Tasha has spoken about her then romantic partner, Stephon Diggs, in a podcast discussion, which she argues violates their NDA. Now, adding to the controversy, Tasha K reportedly posted a story suggesting that Stephon Diggs is expecting his 8th child. How do I know? Because I just reported on it yesterday. No, day before yesterday. Not yesterday, but day before yesterday. If you guys watch my video, it's there. So a claim that quickly spread across social media, fueling further speculation about his personal life. Wow. Tasha, thank you for reporting, though, because that gave me some content. But now it's probably going to get you in trouble, okay? Cardi B is now asking the court to impose sanctions for each future violation, arguing it is necessary to stop what she calls ongoing harassment. See there? She is also requesting an order requiring Tasha K to immediately cease all commentary about her or her family across any platform. Shout out to TMZ on that for originally bringing that out. And of course, the girls are fighting for reporting it as well. What do y'all think about that? Tasha K? Girl, it looks like your ass gonna be locked up, girl. It was child. Don't be surprised if we hear that Tasha K is locked up over Cardi B. I'm just saying. Do not be surprised, girl. Like, seriously, like, back down. Stop talking about her. Don't do any direct, indirect, like, no subliminals, like, nothing about this girl. Don't report on her. Don't talk about Offset. Don't talk about Stephon Diggs. Like, if he have 10 more babies, who gives a fuck? Don't talk about it. You should not be the source to report it, okay? I'll find another source. But I would not fool with it because, girl, that's a dangerous place to be. And this girl literally got you by the balls. And you still out here just like pop locking like, bitch, I'm still posting. And your ass gonna be locked the fuck up. But let's move into the reality TV portion of our show. All right. These fake hoodwinks here on our screen. Marsua and Maurice. Love Marriage Huntsville, I gotta say, these storylines are really full of shit. Let me just go ahead and say it. Carlos, I know you are promoting it. A lot of people are still saying that this show needs to just go ahead and be off the air. You guys are regurgitating bullshit. And it don't seem believable. This show is supposed to be about Black excellence. I see nothing excellent about a motherfucker riding around in a rented truck with a short shirt on, ain't built shit, ain't going to build shit, and ain't trying to build shit. But Maurice, you still pushing this narrative of you hired him over a year or so ago, and you have deadlines to meet when they've already told you in court for the Zen Garden lawsuit that his ass had for the $20 million or however much it was, 50 million, I forget. But they were sued by a company called Zen Garden, where they built a clubhouse or something for them, and they had to tear all that shit down. You know your brother don't build anything, but you hire him to build that little hamburger hut across the street that y'all ass purchased, you and Kimmy, and now you on national television trying to hold this man responsible for something he told you he can't do. For a fucking storyline. Let's get into this. Shout out to OMG Reality TV. I'm sick of it. I'm already mad. I ain't even played the shit yet. Let's go. So Maurice lets Marsua know that he is not motivated. You just found that out. You ain't motivated either. Kimmy asked you to hang a picture on the wall, and you told her, "Oh, I'm an attorney now. I don't do that anymore." You ain't motivated either. Only time you get motivated is, if you see some legs open. Allegedly. But let's get into the show.
Marsua, I'm saying that every day I need you pressed to get my project finished.
What makes you think I'm not?
I know when you're motivated. And if this wasn't a family situation, do you think that I'd be having a conversation with you? And I know how to motivate people to get stuff done.
I'm not even gonna sit there and listen to this, Maurice.
Does it sound like he's threatening a lawsuit on him?
That not fair?
No, what are you saying?
I'm saying that you're not motivated, Marsua.
What are you saying that if this wasn't a family thing, what are you saying? What are you saying?
Paperwork tends to motivate people. But if this wasn't a family thing, right?
This guy just said he'd sue me.
Marsua, a year past the date? Come on, bro.
Maurice, you think because it's a small project that things could get done faster?
I think that you can make things get done faster.
Maurice, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't at this stage. I
You
can't.
absolutely can.
No, I absolutely can't.
I don't understand how Maurice is not getting this. I think there's a listening barrier. Maurice is not understanding. At his project, you have about 2 or 3 weeks left of actual work. The problem is getting through inspections and having the inspector approve the design of the products that they selected. This is the process. This is how long it takes. And this.
So it takes a year for an inspector to come out and inspect the products that he selected so that you can get the ball rolling on hiring someone, because we know that's what y'all doing. You hire someone else to come in and do your work because y'all ain't doing shit. I hope not. Let's continue.
This is what happens when you start off on a journey and you have bad directions.
Do you think that this is a communication issue?
No, I think that, quite frankly, you guys are frustrated. You have a different expectation. And I think that you think this is a Marsua issue. And I think that you may think this is a Marsua incompetence issue.
I think it's a lack of priority. I think it's a lack of motivation. Like you're doing us a favor.
Like I'm doing you a favor?
Yeah,
No.
that's what it feels like. Like, you know what? This is a family favor deal.
No, Maurice, it's not.
Marsua, I've seen more stuff happen in the last year here than over there.
You've seen bigger stuff happen. Bigger doesn't mean
More.
Bigger.
More. You've literally blasted into the side of a fucking mountain, pouring a football field worth of concrete and erecting, I don't know, a little palace to yourself.
Boy, you're so ignorant. You've been talking about,
bro. Listen, man.
So obviously they are filming this scene where he and Tisha's home, which is still not finished after what, almost 5 years. Does it take that long to build a home? I don't know. I mean, damn. They got shit everywhere out there. That house still ain't built, y'all. The house is still not built. So why, Maurice, would you even go to Marsua, who only puts on a short shirt and some fucking boots and go stand at a job site and ain't doing a goddamn thing? He ain't so much as picking up a nail, let alone hammering in the fucking in a damn piece of wood. He ain't so much as picking up a piece of sheetrock to hang it anywhere. Like, hello. He ain't finished his own house, so why would you give him a project in order to shit? He ain't even finished the house him and Tisha staying in right now. That little house on the prairie across from the gas station, they don't even have plug covers. That's just how much he don't give a fuck. Like, you get ready to go and plug some shit into the plug and he don't even give a hot damn, right? And he don't care. Marsua is lazy as fuck. Marsua don't care. So this is the person that you hired to do a project. That's why you can't mix family and business together, because family will drag their feet. Family will do what they want to do when they want to do it. Okay. Family will take advantage of you probably before a nigga off the street. That's why you don't mix business with pleasure. You just don't do it. How many times this person got to show you that he's not going to do what you asked him to damn do?
I tell you, man, you need some motivation. That's what you need.
What do you think the motivation is, Maurice?
I don't know. I don't think that conversation has been motivating you at this point.
Help me understand what your motivation is.
I don't know. But I know how to motivate people.
Motivate me then, Reese. Motivate me. Motivate me, Reese.
I'm gonna motivate you.
Motivate me then, Reese.
I'm gonna motivate you.
Motivate me then, Reese.
I'm gonna motivate you.
Hey, be clear, because if you're talking about a lawsuit, your little slimy ass.
You said what?
Bruh, listen, you're not gonna win a lawsuit against me.
All right.
Maurice, don't do this.
I didn't say it was a lawsuit, did I?
No.
I can tell you
how
this.
you speak.
I'll find a way to motivate you.
Well, find a way back down the hill.
Bro, I'm going.
All right, you know what? Because you're not going to fall on my property. I'm going to give you a ride back. Maurice.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm
Reese.
good. Slimy lawyer. Reese, no, remember that when you called me.
Hey, man, what are you doing?
Listen, I didn't want to get upset, but the slimy lawyer, especially when you're using me.
Maurice, you're not going to sue me.
I'm going to motivate you.
You're not going to sue me.
I'm going to motivate you.
All right, fine. I'm going to get your project done.
You damn straight you are. I can tell you one thing's for sure. You say
Is somebody scared? Marsua, are you a little afraid when he mentions I'm going to motivate you by way of go ahead and getting that paperwork? You try to call him a slimy lawyer, which you know that was going to piss him off, right? We ain't never seen him try no cases. But I think you scared of that paperwork saying you're not going to sue me. He's saying it over and over. Maurice, you're not going to sue me. You're not going to sue me. I think somebody's afraid a little bit.
I'm way more motivated now.
Now he's saying I'm going to do this.
Marsua, I'm saying that every day I need you pressed to.
That's a sad situation when you got to sue a family member to make them do something that you hired them to do. I'm pretty sure he probably gave him some money up front as far as like getting supplies and stuff. Marsua, and I mean, this is not the first time we've heard of Marsua doing this. Let's not forget about the young lady who he was supposed to be working in her office. He didn't even finish the job there. She asked him for an itemized printout of the items that she gave him money to go and purchase things for. He refused to give her that. Like, he was being difficult as hell as far as that goes. Her chandelier, which she said he was supposed to hang there, she didn't even find her chandelier according to her, but we did see a chandelier in he and Tisha's home. Not saying that's the same chandelier, but I find it very coincidental that her chandelier is missing, but we see yours. I don't know. You know, it's just weird. You won't give her an itemized printout of the items that you purchased with said money she sent you to go buy it with. You know, she want an itemized printout of the nails and sheetrock and all this other stuff, doorknobs. You know, you didn't finish the project, and then when she pressed you, you had the same attitude, like, you know, I do the shit when I get ready. You know, I'm not giving you an itemized printout. So now your brother is saying he's going to have to go and file some good old paperwork on you in order to make you do what you're supposed to do. And now, I'll go ahead and do it now, Reese. Does that motivate you by a person having to sue you? Right? Oh, child. Mess. Let's continue. All right, let's get into this Nell Fletcher and Chris Fletcher scene. Of course, you guys know I don't watch the show. I watch the clips, and then we'll talk about the clips that we feel are worthy to talk about. Shout out to the 238 watching, okay? And 50 of y'all hoes is over here to be nosy. But thank you for being here, because views do matter like black lives. Thank you, OMFG Reality TV. Let's go ahead and get to this next scene where Chris tells Nell about the fallout with Marsua. Now, the fallout, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, since we're not going to show that scene, but the fallout is where Marsua was upset with Chris Fletcher for not telling him that his license were revoked. They were supposed to start on some type of real estate project together, but in the middle of doing that, Chris Fletcher found out that his real estate license got revoked because he was doing some very underhanded shit, and they revoked his license to where he could not work anything real estate related, okay? So now he's telling Nell the encounter that he had with Marsua. Let's get into it.
Sorry.
What the hell wrong with you?
I don't know, man. It's been a crazy day already, believe it or not.
Oh,
God. I told you I was going to see Marsua.
I expect you and Marcel get along.
Well, I mean, I said the same thing. I expect us to get along too, but
Well, what's going on? Yeah, what happened?
just finished talking to Marsua. I mean, I'm not real happy about it, but that's Marsua. He went over and he was showing me the small office that they were in. They're gonna move up out of there and move over into one of the spaces that they have in that plaza.
Mm-hmm.
But then as soon as he finished showing it to me, he gonna come at me like, last time I talked to you, me and Tish talked to you and Neil, and we supposed to be doing business, but I just feel like, not that there's rumors, but from what I heard from T, your license revoked. And you ain't come tell me nothing. Yeah, that's how I look. Like, what you mean? I didn't come. Who the you? I'm supposed to come and tell you that my license was revoked.
That's been, we met them actually in their office, last summer? A year ago or so?
Year and a half ago.
I know it's been at least a year.
Right. He was trying to make me look like a bad business person. You know what I'm saying? In a sense.
So you got the real Marsua today?
Yeah, and Marsua got the real Chris Fletcher too.
Oh. For Fletcher to get that mad and allow Marsua to get him out of character, Marsua had to say some really heavy that really pissed him off.
I'm very well known here. Well, no, see, that's what I'm saying. Do you think your license is just your personal license?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in the community come with me to the testing facility to take the test. Yeah, that's my license. Mm-hmm. I'm required to help the community, but it's not a community license. Can't nobody else use my license and go sell nothing.
Right. I mean, I get that. I never say I agree with Marsua, but Marsua could have came at you differently.
Oh,
but I also feel like you do have an obligation to the community. It's not a community license, but I cannot sit here as your wife and be a hypocrite. I don't know if Marsua just worded it wrong, but I kind of resonate with that part because I said something similar to you like that.
He's a wordsmith. He said what he said. He said it the way he wanted to say it. But I get what you're saying, and I understand that. But, Marsua, I just think he tried to poke more fun at it than actually coming to me as a friend. It is what it is.
You tired of all of this, aren't you, baby?
I really am. I really am, because I don't.
Chris had to know. Let me pause it. Chris had to know that whatever it is that he did, it was some underhanded shit that he was doing, charging people or overcharging people in terms of some stuff dealing with real estate that he was not supposed to be doing, and the real estate commissioners and everyone caught on to it, and Chris wound up having his license revoked. I showed you guys all of the different things that he was involved in. We read it right here on my show. I feel like Chris, knowing that he is now a public figure, why would you put yourself in that position to where it would be like all over the blogs and everybody else, reporting on that? Yes, it's going to be embarrassing. Why would you do it in the first place to put yourself in the position to be called out about it too, especially if you're talking about doing business with other people under your license? Why would you put yourself in a position to, because you fucking up their money too, if y'all had some type of an agreement or business contract or something that you guys drew up for a job or something related to that, and then you go out here and mess up your license, not only are you, it's not just affecting you, but it's affecting everybody else that you're directly connected to. So getting mad because Marso, and I don't ever agree with Marso, but getting mad at Marso for mentioning it when you guys had already had a conversation that you guys were going to work together on a project, but it's contingent upon you having your license. Now you can't work because you don't have no license. What is he to do in that situation, right? What is he supposed to do? Yeah, he can go work with somebody else, but it's kind of like you reneging because you effed up the situation with your license while you were doing some slick, underhanded bullshit that you got caught up in.
People, I don't mess with people like that. I don't mess with nobody. I don't get in nobody's business. I don't talk about nobody's business. But, you know, again, I'm human. I made a mistake, and it's going to be rectified, corrected. But let's not make a big deal out of my situation. Allow me and my family to handle it and get it corrected and move forward. You know.
This ain't good. This ain't good. I just got in the good space with Letitia, and we're cool. And Marso and Fletcher done got into it. So really, I do not know how this is going to affect me and Letitia.
It's going to always affect you and Tisha because Tisha ain't cool with you in the first damn place. First of all, does Nell forget how Tisha sick Wanda on her when Tisha and Nell fell out and Tisha and Nell had words? What's the first thing Tisha did? Went and got her mama in the middle of that bullshit to confront Nell. She wanted to see a pop off. She wanted to see some type of fight or confrontation. So this is the person that you're sitting up saying, oh, me and Tisha are cool now. Tisha is only cool with you, fake cool. Let's call it fake cool. Tisha is fake cool with you because she wants to be in your business. She wants to have some type of leverage on you so that if and when y'all get into an argument, she can say, well, that's why this and that's why that. She acts just like a fucking mama. She act just like her damn mama. She is going to use whatever she hear, any hearsay, anything that she hears. Now, the fact that Chris lost his license because she tried to act like in the other scene I showed y'all, oh my God, why did he lose his license? You know, why did they come to the door and serve you? She's asking that not because she's concerned. She wants the information so she can talk about it to somebody else and be behind your back on some fuck shit. Like, hello? Y'all ain't seen how Tisha move all the time. Now that is not your friend, love. I'm sorry. I know you trying to be cool with the girls so that you can fit in a little bit on this show, but Tisha is not your friend. Tisha still has the mentality of a high school or maybe middle school young girl where they like to take things back and forth. Oh, she said that? Oh my God, girl, what? She said what? She is in that mindset. I mean, how many scenes have we seen Marso have to constantly correct her like a child for doing childlike bullshit? So I wouldn't tell her any of my business, like at all.
We just have to wait and see how it plays out. Hey, I've argued with the wife. Me and her is kind of in a good space
and that's what
right
I told
now.
him, so leave it there.
I don't...
That's just
Damn, there y'all go. Y'all it up.
Yeah, Chris, get yourself together. I did hear that he did get his license reinstated as of now, but whatever, all that stuff that you were doing, Chris, like that, you could have avoided that. You definitely could have avoided that because you messed up everybody's money doing that. Even Nell said her shit was kind of messed up where she had to carry more of a financial load, which you should if you're married because you guys are one. But yeah, whatever you did, please don't do it again. And I feel like you did it out of desperation and you felt that you can get some extra money somewhere and not get caught. And as you guys can see, that's going to forever be on your record. And that now they're really going to be watching you and how you move in and out of real estate now to see if you're going to be on that bullshit again. And if you do, they're going to probably revoke your license to where you can't get them back. So hopefully you don't be back on that mess again. Let's get into what's going to happen next, and then we're going to move along. Let's go again. OMFG Reality TV.
Next on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I pop up at the bar. I assume you were Trish, but in that section wasn't Trish.
She's a lot softer. She's more feminine.
So you're dating now.
I did have a conversation with Kimmy.
Really, what happened?
She was telling me that Destiny met up with her and was talking crap about me.
You thought that you put the girl in the don't trust that whole box and y'all had a good relationship?
Yeah, I did.
So apparently Fletcher and Marso done met up. And go left. And Marso said something to the fact, I thought you was my guy. You didn't tell me. Me and my wife was going to do business with you, consider doing business with you. And Fletcher was like, well, who the are you?
What is the issue? I just want you to tell them you're wrong. If I don't talk about me behind my
for now. Don't walk out this door.
I'm leaving.
No.
So no one else can talk about you behind your back, Tisha, when you do it to everybody. See how the shoe fit. See how it feels when the shoe is on your damn foot. Tisha, you stay running back and talking about other people and their business, but then as soon as you hear somebody's talking about you, you in here about to cry, and all of a sudden you got to go. That's her favorite shit to do, is walk out and versus facing shit head on. But Tisha, you stay talking about people, so it's no coincidence that somebody's saying something about your ass and you can't take it. Let's get into this Real Housewives of Potomac news, honey. All that damn screaming for what, girl? All that screaming for what? Acting like a damn 3-year-old. So shout out to Bravo Shade Room. The girls are spotted at they're filming, actually. Real Housewives of Potomac. They have started filming for the next season, as you guys can see the camera crew back there. All right. So they are spotted filming at a Wizards versus the Heats game. So they're out. You guys can see Karen Huger here. There's Ashley, there's Giselle, and there's Robin, child, because y'all know she's a friend of this season. You know she's gonna be all up under Giselle. I feel like they Scissor Sisters, allegedly. But there they are. Let's get into this.
My earrings.
So they're out filming, honey. The girls are out girling. They're filming at the arena, spotted at the Wizards and the Heat game. So we'll probably get to see that on next season. All right. Robin is in the camera view as well. So she's getting a little camera time. While we're talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, let's go ahead and put this information up. You guys remember Monique Samuels. Y'all know they said she was fired for next season. It's given that Monique did not give what she needed to give in the prior season. She was brought back contingent upon her stirring up some beef, some drama, to kind of help with the ratings, and that did not happen. I think that Bravo said, oh, if anybody can do it, Monique can, after the whole binder situation, but she did not give what needed to be given. So that is Monique. Let's go ahead and get into what I ran across from Reality Blurb. They are usually a very great source, so we're going to talk about it and or share as to why Bravo decided to fire Monique Samuels for next season. Okay, shout out to Reality Blurb. It says that the insider exclusively revealed that Reality Blurb why Monique was not brought back for current taping for 11th season. Now it says that Bravo thought that they were going to get some drama from the Chris Samuels and Stacey Rock situation. It said that during season 10 of the show, it was alleged that Stacey was potentially romantically linked to Chris during his divorce proceedings from Monique. There were also accusations made that Stacey was acting as an insider for Chris to give him intel on Monique, including allegations that she tried to film with their children. Now, Chris did go ahead of Monique to make it to where she could not bring the kids on the show. He did not want them filming, kind of like how Martell did when he and Mel had their situation. Chris did not want his kids on the show, nor did he want them to film. All right. So it was kind of like Stacey was kind of like a lookout person to feed information to Chris, is what it said. All right. So let's continue. All right. So it said that Stacey, for her part, denied being in any relationship with Chris. Said that the rumored situation with Chris and Monique failed to bring any real drama. The insiders confirmed or continued. Said that it was a fail. Now, on the reunion, it said that Monique accused Stacey of crossing lines by talking to Chris and telling him that she was trashing him and their kids, which she denied. Now, said that Monique also played a video showing her child saying that Chris was talking to someone named Stacey on the phone. Ooh. Now, on the reunion, it says that Monique showed her failed receipts with her kid, but she ended up changing that story too, as she backpedaled and defended Stacey on social media, the sources stated. So she didn't have no concrete evidence. So according to Reality Blurb, it goes on to say that Monique took to social media to issue the following statement after the reunion, said that a lot of time has passed since the reunion has filmed, and after gaining more info since then, I don't believe that Stacey had anything to do with any part of that bullish. Okay. Now, aside from there not being a ton of drama surrounding Monique, the insider also noted that she can't show her kids and her lifestyle isn't really that appealing. Since she's not with Chris anymore, they're like, what else do you have going on? I mean, we see her like, you know, with the incense and stuff, or traveling to Africa. They don't really care. Bravo's like, we don't care about that. We want something juicy. That's why we brought you back. Like, we want the Monique that had the binders out, that was reading the girls down, that had all this tea on everybody. And it's given that since they brought her back as this friend of role, that she just is not giving what needs to be given. So they chose to fire her for the next season, not even as a friend of capacity. So they said that what do they need her for? They're saying this says to date, Monique has not commented on not returning to Real Housewives of Potomac. It says that while she will not be on the new season, Bravo is bringing back another familiar face, which we know is Robin. We just saw her filming with the girls. This is it. An insider previously divulged that reality blurb why Robin was returning to the franchise after being let go from her full-time role during season 8. All right, but we don't care about that. What do y'all think about that? So they're not bringing Monique back because she just won't bring in shit. And y'all know that Bravo likes drama. They like beef. They like receipts. They like the, you know, girls that read girls down. They like a lot of drama. Drama sells, and that's what they need because the ratings have been really suffering over there on the show. This season coming up, I do hear they're going to talk more about Karen Huger's arrest and some other things, and some, I think, marital issues between she and Ray. I think that's going to be her storyline. So something's got to give. Something's got to happen because the show sucks. All right. So let's get into this clip here, Reality After Dark with Carlos, where it says, does body count matter? A new episode of Reality After Dark is out now on Carlos King's platform. So they're asking, should you share your body count or who you've been with or how many people that you've been with? Let's get into this topic here, right?
Does body count matter to you when you are entering a relationship? And if you are, do you disclose your body count to your partners?
No and no. Everybody got a pass. In the circles that I run in, we pretty much all know each other. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, you pretty much cast the same net. You know, you might catch some overlap or whatever, but no, I know everybody has a past, and I'm personally not tripping all that. Plus, and I'd rather be with someone who has experienced myself. I approach it from a place of sexual wellness, right? Like, are you practicing safe sex, or are you taking certain precautions so that you don't have to? Are you on PrEP? Like, what's up with that? I feel like we all have a past. And I think a lot of times when people judge that, try to call somebody promiscuous or a hoe, you just jealous 9 times out of 10 because you can't get fucks that they got.
I would never tell a body count number, low, high, whatever. First of all, they're not going to believe you. You know what I mean? Like, you say it's in the single digits, it's not believable. And once you go after over 10, over, you know, into double digits, some of these judgmental fake Christian men, they're going to think you're a whore anyway. So it's best to just like spare everybody's feelings and just like, don't ask me no stupid shit like that.
I'm not going to lie. I like a desired man. I want a man that been around, that knows what he's doing in the bedroom, that is desired by other people. And so also I'm shallow. They have to look good. So when it's like, of course, like, I don't want to get cheated on by an ugly man. And so, you know what I mean? Like, so for me, we're all 30s and up. This shouldn't be a conversation once you reach a certain age. And if anyone even came to me asking the number, I'd look at them straight to their eyes and be like, you think I know?
I'm going to ask you, do you know your number, Mandy?
I sleep with men and women. Hell no. You don't even know. I go to where a woman has to remind me that I even don't know.
You giving whole vibes.
All right, Raindrops, if you want to watch more of that video, hit.
Mandy giving whole vibes, ain't she? Damn. How do you not know how many people you've been with? That means you've been with a lot of people if you don't know how many you've been with. I'm going to be honest. I don't feel like you should have to. If you're dating somebody or getting to know somebody, I don't think you should tell your body count. I think that's your business, right? I don't think that's something that you should share with a person. I think that's your personal business because a person will try to judge you on that and say, oh my God, you've been with 10 people or you've been with 8 people. Listen, when you're dating, sometimes you're going to date multiple people. And sometimes some people will decide to give the nookie up and on every occasion. I mean, does that make them a hoe? I don't know. But ultimately, it's your body. If you're an adult, you can sleep with whoever you want to, whenever you want to, however you want to, wherever you want to. I don't think that you owe anyone else an explanation on that. But I wouldn't put the shit out there to put yourself in a position to be called a hoe. I mean, right? I just wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But I don't know how many, I don't know how many people is too many. Here's the question. While we're on the subject, how many is too many? When you get into the double digits, is that a lot? Say 10 people in your whole entire life. Is that a lot of people for your whole entire life? I don't know. I haven't been with 10 people. I've never been with 10 people, but 10 could be a lot to some people, right? But do I feel like you should divulge that information to a significant other that you're trying to get to know, or even if you get married? I just don't think you should talk about it, because it could provoke an argument between you and insignificant other. Like, damn, you and your whole vibes back then. Like, damn, you was a whole thought monster. Or damn, you was out here getting, I just wouldn't do that. I feel like whatever you can do well in the bedroom, just do that with that person, and you don't have to even talk about where you learned said things from or who did said things to you or whatever. I just don't feel like you should do that. So what y'all think? Sound off. Child, don't be out here telling no body counts. I wouldn't do that. All right, so let's get into a very interesting topic here. Marlo, this may explain why Marlo is the way that she is. Say the body count combo is childish to me. Yes, caramel kisses. Yes, I would not have that conversation with anybody. I feel like what I do with a person before you, that's none of your fucking business. I wasn't with you. I didn't know you. So whatever I did with that person, I mean, if I jumped off the roof of the house and landed on their dick, that's between me and them. I don't feel like I need to let you know that. I don't feel like I need, in the rain too. If I did that shit in the rain, I don't feel like I need to let you know that. I mean, because I didn't know you. So why? All right, so let's get into this next. Let's get into this next topic, child. All you need to know, what is my freak number now? How it got there is none of your fucking business, okay? I hear you want some work out here. So let's get into this, where Marlo Hampton details a horrific childhood abuse situation on TV One's Uncensored. So she does, if for those of you that have TV One, get over there and watch, y'all stop. TV One's Uncensored. I like Uncensored because I like to know about people's lives and where they came from and how they became who they are. I love stuff like that. Documentaries and stuff, that's my shit. So I'll probably go watch this in its entirety to see exactly why Marlo is the way she is. Because a person, sometimes their childhood will kind of determine how they become adults and who they become as adults, right? You say you want full disclosure. Oh my God. All right, so let's get into this. It says it is truly heartbreaking to hear Marlo Hampton describe the abuse that she endured as a child. I'll go ahead and put up my trigger just in case anyone is triggered, okay? I don't want anybody to feel triggered. Yeah, child, these folks be out here like, they want to know everything. Like, absolutely fucking not. Let's go. Shout out to No Chaser on this. Let's go.
So this day, she had cooked some collard greens and then left and went somewhere. And she was like, do not go in my damn pot. And I'll be back in a few. So of course, I'm smelling those greens and pigtails or whatever cooking. I am going in that pot. So I went over there into the pot. And when I went in the pot, I must have spilled some of the pot liquor on the floor. And my mom is like OCD, notices everything. So when she came home, and this lady took me, laid me on the ground, put her foot on my neck, and beat me so bad with the extension cord. And now she's like, get your ass in there and bathe your brother. So I went in there to bathe my brother Curtis.
Yikes.
And I was just tired. At 10, I knew I gotta go. She's gonna kill me if I don't go. So I'm bathing my brother, and I'm literally telling him, I'm like, Curtis, I'm gonna come back for you. And I just remember leaving. I just took off and I ran, and I knew I was never coming back again. I was like, I just couldn't do it anymore. And the reason why it hurt so bad, it's not even that she used to beat me so bad. I think I got immune to it, but I knew I didn't deserve it. But what hurt so bad is that I left my little brother.
Lord Jesus, that's a lot, ain't it? That's a lot.
So this day, she had cooked some.
So as you guys hear her talking about here, she was left there at the house with her brother. It sounds like her mom was making some greens, and the greens, maybe she was hungry. Like, why not feed your child before you leave, or give her a sandwich or something? She was hungry. Granted, she did say her mom told her not to go into the pot. She went into the pot to sneak some food, and she wound up wasting something that her mom saw. the drippings or whatever from the greens onto the floor, and she knew right away that she had not listened to what she asked her to do. In this particular publication here, she's saying that her mom put her on the floor and put her foot on her neck and proceeded to whip her with a extension cord. That's abuse. Like, fuck that. An extension cord over some fucking greens. Oh my God. So maybe this is why Marlo is so aggressive. Okay. Y'all know Marlo has a lot of mugshots, you guys. Not to put our business out there, but a lot of times you got to see where a person actually come from, their upbringing, to see why sometimes they're so aggressive and you don't know why. Marlo's hella aggressive. Like, Marlo slashed a girl's face with a straight razor before. Marlo's been in jail a lot. So it could be that she literally is aggressive that way because she was being aggressive. Someone was aggressive to her who she trusted, who she saw as her mom, her parental figure, and for no apparent reason, because she was hungry. So maybe this is why she's aggressive in tone, she's aggressive in her actions. Marlo will fucking fight you, and she is a dangerous girl out here. But maybe this is why she acts the way that she does, is because of her upbringing and what she went through. You just never know. That's why you should never judge a book by its cover and why a person turns out to be the way that they are. Marlo is that way. She don't really trust a lot of people. She's not a girl's girl, maybe because of her mother and the treatment that her mother gave her when she was growing up. And she decided, hey, I got to run away and get the hell from here because my mom is going to wind up unaliving me from being so aggressive, right? But y'all know, child, that old school raising, that's how they saw discipline. I see it as abuse. I didn't grow up with that. Now, did I get a spanking or two growing up? It wasn't no fucking extension cord. I tell you that shit. But that's excessive, right? Prayers up for Marlo. I hope she got some therapy behind that because, maybe, just maybe, that is why she turned out to be the way that she is. Damn, I hate that. Okay. So we got really like one, maybe two little topics where Kandi is kind of promoting Todd's business stuff. I don't know. People keep saying they feel like Todd and Kandi's divorce was more so business than anything because they still around each other like they married. It's so weird, right? Maybe it was more of a business divorce than anything. I do get it where they said that he stepped out and cheated on her, but she's around him all the time. I'm just saying, maybe it's just me. If I divorce somebody, I don't want to see you every day. I don't want to go on vacation with you every day or all the time. Even if we have kids, like I just don't like you take the kids on your week. And when I have the kids on my week, I'll take them on vacation. I don't want to be around you if I decide to divorce you, because obviously there was a reason to do so in the first place, right? Anywho, let's get into this. So Kandi says just a random conversation, child. She went live with her hair pulled back in pigtails, no makeup, just, bare face. And she's talking about Todd and his business ventures and what he has going on. Sounds like he's kind of copying her recent show that she put out about her being divorced. It's kind of like he's kind of copying that a little bit. That's what I got from it. But let's get into Kandi and what she had to say.
What's up, y'all? I am enjoying myself. Okay. Waiting for the kids' ice cream to get here. Just loving life. Are y'all loving life? Have y'all been watching on my Snap and on my Facebook page? Todd's been posting his new skit series. It's called A Scheme That Todd Set Up. Come tell you with the bullshit. Anyway, it's I think it's pretty funny. Anyway, but each day he's been posting a little piece of the skit. So if you haven't been watching each day, the first 4 to 5 skits, they made a compilation of them and put them on my YouTube page so that you can see it all at once.
Somebody put it in there with Kim Jones said that Kandi and Todd are secretly smashing. I told y'all that Kandi did say that that Todd occasionally do, come in her room and that they do share a bed together. So I don't know. I don't know. They were married, so maybe they just don't hate each other like that. In my mind, I feel like if you divorce, sometimes you just, I wouldn't want to be smashing somebody like that if I divorced. But I don't know. Like I said, they're on vacation right now currently. Disney World, they're still in Florida if they haven't come back yet. I know the most recent videos and stuff that I saw, they were in Florida at Disney World. I know that one couple days they were at Universal Studios with the kids and family, and then they show pictures and or videos of them at Disney World for a couple days or so. But it looks like they're still out on vacation or whatever, and Todd is right there with her, but she is seen here promoting his upcoming businesses and whatever it is that he has going on. So I don't know. Again, a lot of people are saying they feel like Kandi and Todd's divorce is more so business related versus I don't know. Could be personal too if she was mad that he cheated, but she's still able to be around him and still promote his businesses. So maybe she ain't that mad. What do y'all think? Let me know. I hope Todd also gives Aunt Bertha a percentage, because you're naming that show after a phrase that she actually brought onto our TV screens. Maybe that's a scheme that Todd built up to something with the bullshit. Y'all remember when Aunt Bertha said that and spin her ass around in that chair? So Todd, hopefully you gave Aunt Bertha a little percentage of that title of your little podcast or whatever it is that you started, because ultimately that's where we heard the actual phrase from in the beginning. Let's get into a little cute little Blaze, Candy's daughter. Okay, this little girl got a little rhythm. Okay, she's gonna be something else with her little dance and stuff. She's always dancing and singing, so it looks like she might have gotten a little Hollywood bug, but they're on vacation, as you guys can see here. And baby, mama got a little dancing in her. She here rolling her back. Let's go ahead and look at little Blaze Tucker looking like little Candy walking up here with her little bathing suit on. Let's go. Hey, I'm gonna cut the music. Go, Blaze, go. She rolling it up. What was that? Oh, that's so funny. She's so cute. She is so cute. She be getting down. Look at her. Go, Blaze. Rolling it up. That's her little signature move. That is so funny. Look at her. Looking just like Candy. That is so crazy how Candy used a surrogate to have her, and she came out looking just like Candy. Ain't that crazy? She looks just like a little Candy. That is so crazy. Look at her. Oh, go, Blaze. She is too cute. That little head back thing, that was funny. Go, Blaze. Go, Blaze. Let's go. Let's go. She got rhythm too. Okay. Go, Blaze. You should go winding it up. She likes to dance, I tell you that. I've seen a few videos with Candy and Todd posted. She be getting down. She be getting down. Go, Blaze. They on vacation, honey. Get it, Blaze. Get it. Okay, I want to share that. I thought that was the cutest thing ever. Ain't she cute? She is adorable. All right, but that's it for our show, guys. All right, keep your notifications on. I'll pop back in on you guys today, okay? I got a few errands I got to run, so I'll be back. So y'all just keep your notifications on. Be looking out for me, okay? Because usually Sundays have tea. So I'll be checking to make sure we got more tea to bring you guys. Said I think Candy and Todd still want to be here. I think they do. I think they do. I think Todd was just messing up a lot of the money, and Candy was probably tired of that shit, okay? Y'all know Candy is about her coin. Todd was just doing way too much. But they are still able to be around each other, travel together, be on vacation with the kids and stuff like that together. So that's a great thing that they're not acting like Drew and Ralph, right? I'm glad he ain't acting like Ralph and doing the shit he's doing. But shout out to them for being able to be cordial and be around the kids. Also, y'all sign off on all the topics that we discussed in this video. It was quite a few. Tasha K and Cardi B all said in Quavo acting a fool child. Of course, Drew and Ralph. Tokyo Toni with her little documentary she says she's got coming out. Chrisean Rock saying that her son is in therapy when I think it's a whole lie. Of course, the Scott brothers, where Maurice has threatened to file some paperwork on Marsua for not doing his job. What else? Oh, and just a cute little video of Candy's little girl, Blaze. And let me know what y'all think about Candy promoting his Todd's businesses as well. And let me know what y'all think about Monique being fired and why she was fired from Real Housewives of Potomac to not return next season. Okay, those are the topics we discussed. Thank you to my top flight mods. Let me know what y'all think about the body count situation. I really want to hear what y'all think about that. Do you feel like a person should divulge their body count when they're dating someone or they meet someone for the very first time or in a relationship? If you marry a husband and he asks you, so babe, what's your body count? How many guys were you with before me? Do you feel like that's something, a conversation that you should have with your significant other and or husband? All right, let me know in the comments. I'll be responding accordingly. Okay, shout out to my top flight mods, True TV Podcast, Rose Armstead and Tiffany Thomas. Thank y'all for modding. Of course, all of my content creators, Astute Queen B, Black Women in the Building, Miss Dee, Simple Mom Family TV. I saw you in here. Shout out to you. Donetta Speaks, JCD Creation, Shay P, Shay Renee, Queen Speaks TV, Deary Talk, Schoolboy, Just a T, please. Marcella, if you stop by, thank you. And Brits Block, thank you as well. All right, great show. I appreciate it, guys. Again, like this video. Check me out on all publications under Caramel Rail. And please cut your notifications on so you guys will know when I go live. Okay. Until the next one. Put that back up. Oh. Yeah, until the next one. Damn, I ain't have my banner up. I'm just doing the most. All right, let's get y'all some music, honey, so y'all could work on up out of here. Bye.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.